snowblower destination.
Generally speaking, the interior of BC seeing under 5 centimeters of snow through to Wednesday morning across the prairies. Same sort of trend around Saskatchewan and through Regina, under 5 centimeters. But Winnipeg, 5 to 10 centimeters for you into Wednesday morning. Ontario, around Wawa, Timmins, Kapuskasing, 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. In fact, Wawa has seen a snow squall warning in place. So blowing and drifting snow a concern for the city of Toronto. No snow, but around Fort Erie, 2 to 5 centimeters. We'll check in on your regional forecast coming up in a few moments. I'm Nicole Karkic with you here for the Weather Network. But first, I want to talk about something that you can do this time of year that really can put you in the holiday spirit. Why not go to Black Creek Pioneer Village and become immersed in the lifestyles, customs, and surroundings of early residents who built the foundations for modern Toronto and Ontario. We always went as a class trip when I was younger, and I always found it to be a lot of fun. Natalie Thomas was there this week. She has more on that. Nice. Looks fiery and it sounds tasty. Now, as far as the weather has gone across southern Ontario this week, we take you to the images out of Collingwood, Ontario first. This was earlier on Tuesday, and you can see sort of two rainbows. One was upside down and the other one was sort of the right way. Pretty cool image over there. Now, in northern sections of Ontario, we actually are seeing quite a bit of snow. There's a snow squall warning in place for Wawa, where we can see 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. And then also we're going to continue to see some snowy weather on Thursday to the north. But for southern Ontario, Wednesday, Thursday, generally high pressure in place. As we head into Thursday, we're going to see those southwesterly winds. They could be a little bit breezy at times. It's probably the most active weather we're seeing over the next 2 days. But through to Wednesday morning, around areas near Fort Erie, 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. And notice towards the north, we're seeing more, but right in the middle, not getting much action. And it was a pretty quiet night Monday evening in the city of Toronto. The daytime high was 5 degrees. It rolled into a fairly quiet evening. It was cool, though. You definitely needed your winter jacket as we hovered right around the freezing mark. But these people, you can see the shopping bags. It's that time of year, of course. There aren't that many days left until Christmas because it's going to come up and come really quickly, so there's only a few weekends left to fit in that shopping. Wednesday morning, -1 in the city of Toronto. Mix of sun and cloud. Winds are sustained at 20 kilometers an hour. And into the afternoon, it looks like temperatures are going to be close to seasonal as well. Wednesday morning in Hamilton, -1. Again, winds sustained at 20 kilometers an hour. So a little bit breezy at times, but we're going to have the sun. We're going to have the quiet weather. If you're outside and you're well dressed for it, you're going to be okay. Towards Barrie, we do see those scattered flurries associated with the system that's seeing that snow around Wawa, Timmins, and Kapuskasing. We take you to areas around Oshawa. Coming up, an ice diminishing Arctic, why the polar region is seeing less snow and losing more sea ice than ever before, and how wildfires could be a growing concern. Coming up in this regional forecast, we'll update you on the temperature story in southern Ontario as we head into tomorrow. And where are we seeing snow tonight? The most active weather in Ontario is to the north, but we'll tell you how much we could be seeing in a few moments. Now, I want to talk about the fun stuff, shopping. How about that? The Twitter question we asked you today is, how far along are you with your Christmas shopping? We had a few responses. Scott says, I start my shopping the same day every year, December 15th, which is also his payday. Put a smiley face there. And Michael says, done. He's completed. I can't say the same thing. We're now joined by Natalie Thomas, who, speaking of shopping, is at an outlet mall. So, Natalie, have you been doing shopping there? And what have you bought so far?
Nicole, I can't tell you what I've bought so far today just because I think my husband and Nana might be watching and I've knocked them off my list today. So I have been very productive, but
Thanks so much, Natalie. I can't believe there's only 13 days. I only have half of my shopping done, and the weekend's not even an option because it's way too busy. Into Wednesday morning, the city of Toronto feeling like -6. That's what you're dressing for. Towards Barrie, feeling closer to -9, but it should be relatively quiet across most of southern Ontario weather-wise. And it was pretty quiet last night in the city of Toronto. The daytime high was 5 degrees, but into the evening it was a lot cooler. You can see these people maybe bustling, running around, doing their holiday shopping. Noticed a few people with bags right there. There you can see them. Now, through the overnight hours, we do have this high pressure in place around Toronto, towards Ottawa as well. But towards the north around Wawa, snow squall warning is in place. There's about 5 to 10 centimeters of snow potentially into tomorrow. Timmins, Kapuskasing, all in the mix. And then towards the north again on Thursday, they're going to see some snow. But we're still staying quite dry over the next couple of days. Now, we take you to this scene right here. Have you ever been there? I know I went as a little kid. This is Black Creek Pioneer Village, where you can become immersed in the lifestyle, customs, and surroundings of early residents who built the foundations for modern Toronto as well as Ontario. We hear now from someone at Black Creek Pioneer Village about the gingerbread house competition they had this year. Into tomorrow morning for Toronto, it'll be -1, mix of sun and cloud, winds sustained at about 20 kilometers an hour. But notice that it's quite sunny across the board, all across southern Ontario. We do have that high pressure in place. Hamilton, -1. As we take you towards the north around Barrie, we're seeing some scattered flurries for you. It'll be -3 with a few flurries again.